Polar bear. The polar bear, Ursus maritimus, is the largest living bear species and one of the most specialized mammals on Earth. It lives throughout the Arctic, especially around sea ice, coastlines, and islands. Unlike most bears, the polar bear spends much of its life closely connected to the ocean because sea ice provides its main hunting platform. Its white-looking fur helps it blend into snowy surroundings, while a thick layer of body fat provides insulation in extremely cold conditions. Polar bears are powerful swimmers and can travel considerable distances through frigid water. Their main prey includes seals, particularly species that use sea ice. Because they depend so strongly on Arctic sea ice, polar bears are especially vulnerable to changes in their environment. Brown bear. The brown bear, Ursus arctos, has one of the largest geographic ranges of any bear species. It occurs across parts of Europe, Asia, and North America, where some populations are known by familiar names such as grizzly bears and Kodiak bears. Brown bears can look dramatically different depending on their habitat, with fur ranging from very dark brown to pale golden shades. They are opportunistic omnivores and can eat berries, roots, insects, fish, small animals, and larger prey. In many regions, they spend autumn eating large amounts of food before entering winter dens. Their ability to use such a wide variety of habitats and foods is one reason brown bears have survived across such a huge area. American black bear. The American black bear, Ursus americanus, is the most widespread bear species in North America. It lives in forests, mountains, wetlands, and even areas close to towns and cities. Despite its name, an American black bear does not necessarily have black fur. Some individuals are brown, cinnamon, or almost blonde, depending on the population. These bears are highly adaptable and excellent climbers, especially when young. Their diet is extremely varied and can include berries, nuts, grasses, insects, fish, and other available foods. American black bears also have an impressive ability to adjust their behavior to different environments, which has helped them remain common across much of their historical range. Asiatic black bear. The Asiatic black bear, Ursus tibetanus, is found across parts of Asia, from forests in the Himalayas and the Indian subcontinent to areas farther east. It is sometimes called the moon bear because of the pale crescent-shaped marking commonly found on its chest. These bears have strong limbs and are capable climbers, often using trees for feeding, resting, and escaping danger. Their diet includes fruits, nuts, insects, vegetation, and other foods available in their habitat. They are particularly associated with forest ecosystems, where their climbing ability gives them access to food that many other large mammals cannot easily reach. Sun bear. The sun bear, Hylarctos malayanus, is the smallest living bear species. It lives in the tropical forests of Southeast Asia, where its compact body and short dark coat are suited to a warm climate. The species gets its name from the golden or orange marking commonly found across its chest. Sun bears have extremely long tongues, which are useful for reaching honey and insects inside tree cavities. They also eat fruit, termites, beetle larvae, and other small foods. Unlike bears living in cold climates, sun bears do not need thick layers of body fat or heavy winter coats. They are largely adapted to climbing and moving through dense tropical forests. Giant panda. The giant panda, Ailuropida melanoleuca, is one of the most recognizable bear species in the world. It is native to mountain forests in central China and is famous for its black and white coat and extraordinary dependence on bamboo. Bamboo contains relatively little energy, so pandas spend many hours eating and processing large quantities of it. Their enlarged wrist bones function somewhat like extra digits, helping them grip bamboo stems. Although the giant panda's diet is overwhelmingly plant-based, its digestive system still reflects its ancestry as a member of the bear family. Its specialized lifestyle makes it very different from most other bears. Sloth bear. The sloth bear, Molursus ursinus, is native to the Indian subcontinent and is particularly recognizable by its shaggy black coat and pale muzzle. Its long, curved claws are useful for breaking into termite mounds and digging through soil. Sloth bears are especially well known for feeding on ants and termites, which can form a major part of their diet. They also consume fruits and other plant foods when available. Their lips can form a flexible opening that helps them suck up insects from underground nests. Despite its name, the sloth bear is not closely related to the tree-dwelling sloths of the Americas. The name comes from older observations of its unusual appearance and behavior. Spectacled bear. The spectacled bear, Tremarctos ornatus, is the only living bear species native to South America. It lives mainly along the Andes, using forests, grasslands, and high-altitude environments at different elevations. Its name comes from the pale markings that often surround its eyes, creating a pattern that can resemble spectacles. However, these markings vary from one bear to another. Spectacled bears are excellent climbers and can build platforms in trees where they rest or feed. Their diet is heavily based on plants, including fruits, leaves, bromeliads, and other vegetation. Because they move seeds through their habitat, they can also play an important role in the ecosystems where they live. Giant short-faced bear. The giant short-faced bear, Arctodus simus, was an extinct bear that lived in North America during the Ice Age. It belonged to a group known as short-faced bears and was substantially different in proportions from the bears living today. Fossils suggest that it had long limbs and a body built for efficient movement across open landscapes. It lived during a period when enormous mammals such as mammoths and giant ground sloths also occupied North America. Scientists continue to study its lifestyle and diet because fossils can provide different clues about how this remarkable predator and scavenger lived. It disappeared near the end of the Ice Age along with many other large mammals. Cave bear. The cave bear, Ursus spelaeus, lived across large parts of Europe during the Pleistocene. It was closely related to modern brown bears and was generally larger than most bears alive today. Cave bears are especially well known from fossil remains found inside European caves, where they apparently spend significant amounts of time during winter. Evidence from their teeth and other remains suggests that plant foods made up a substantial part of their diet. Their fossils provide scientists with information about Ice Age ecosystems and the changing environments of prehistoric Europe. Cave bears eventually disappeared thousands of years ago, leaving behind an extensive fossil record. Atlas bear. The Atlas bear, Ursus arctos crowtheri, was a North African population of brown bear that is now extinct. It lived in the Atlas Mountains and surrounding regions, making it the only known bear population native to Africa in relatively recent historical times. Historical accounts describe these bears as inhabiting mountainous and forested areas. Habitat changes and human hunting contributed to their disappearance, and the Atlas bear was gone by the late 19th century. Today, it is remembered as an example of how the historical range of a species can be much larger than its modern distribution. Its story also shows that extinction is not limited to prehistoric animals.